Listen carefully. Most men wander through life blind to a truth so simple it's devastating. The power you seek isn't found in chasing. It isn't in proving, pleading, or running after what seems just out of reach. True power, influence, and peace are born in detachment, not apathy, not bitterness, not coldness, but the kind of quiet strength that shifts reality without a single word. When a man falls silent, the world leans in. When he stops begging for attention, respect, or love, those things start finding him. The woman who ignored him suddenly notices. Opportunities that seemed distant now appear as if drawn by an invisible gravity. And the moment he realizes this, he understands the rarest art in life, letting go. Detachment does not mean indifference. It means liberation. It means you no longer tie your self-worth to someone else's approval. You can love without losing yourself. You can chase ambition without desperation. You can dream big without sacrificing your peace over the timeline of others. That is power, the silent, grounded, unstoppable masculine force. Most men never reach this level because they confuse attachment with love, obsession with ambition, or desire with dependency. But detachment is the subtle art of having everything you need without demanding it. Once a man masters this, he no longer chases energy. He becomes energy, and the world aligns with him naturally. Think about it. Why are the people you once wanted most often the ones who hurt you most? Not luck, energy. When you make someone your source of validation, they feel it, and most will exploit it. They test your patience, feed off your need. But when you detach, the emotional balance shifts. Suddenly, they sense something unfamiliar, the fear of losing you. And that fear compels them to reach, explain, and pursue, not because of manipulation, but because your energy speaks louder than words ever could. True detachment is quiet. It is invisible, yet it is louder than any plea. You stop explaining yourself. You stop over-texting. You stop seeking validation or closure. You live silently, fully, powerfully. And in that silence, others notice. She notices. She wonders. She begins to see what she lost. Not just a man, but a man capable of walking away with dignity. That realization awakens obsession, but it is not manipulation. It is truth. A detached man heals in silence. He grows in solitude. He evolves without broadcasting it. When he returns to the world, he does so with a presence that cannot be ignored. He didn't leave to punish anyone. He left to remember himself. And the moment he does, the world shifts. Opportunities chase him. Respect chases him. Love chases him, because detachment magnetizes. But only when it is real, only when it is lived, only when it is earned. Most men remain trapped in cycles of rejection, dating those who disrespect them, working jobs that drain them, and sustaining friendships that use them. They stay because leaving feels like loss. But leaving is remembering your value. Every act of detachment is a lesson. You do not need proof of your worth from anyone. You do not need to chase love, friendship, or success that diminishes your peace. You exit calmly, like a king, and the world bends to that energy. A detached man no longer reacts to mood swings. Silence no longer frightens him. He observes. He leads. He lets others reveal who they truly are. If they don't match his standard, he walks. No drama, no revenge, only clarity. Women remember men like this, not the ones who begged, fought, or demanded. They remember the man who vanished, who elevated, who never looked back. That man burns in memory because he didn't need to prove himself. He knew his worth. Detachment is freedom from obsession, overthinking, and emotional slavery. It allows a man to radiate calm, grounded energy. In a chaotic world, he is still. In a world of neediness, he is centered. In a world of performance, he is real. Realness, not manipulation, becomes his magnet. And that magnet draws life to him, women, opportunities, respect, attention, because he stopped sending desperation and started radiating purpose. Detachment does not demand revenge. You do not prove anyone wrong. You win quietly. And when others return, they encounter a version of you that no longer flinches. Your validation now comes from your purpose, your craft, your inner peace, not their approval. They either rise to meet your standard or they fade from your orbit. Either way, you win. Detachment teaches patience, real patience. It allows a man to trust the timing of life, to observe the world without rushing, to understand that women who left may return, that opportunities may reappear, and that validation is meaningless when it was never genuine. Clarity comes from silence, and clarity allows effortless action. You no longer guess. You know, because detachment aligns you with your power. The moment a man detaches, he stops being a prisoner to illusion. He realizes the heartbreak was never about losing someone else. It was about clinging to a fantasy. Detachment kills the illusion. It clears emotional fog, allowing him to see people for who they truly are. The clarity he gains frees him to build with precision. He grows, he executes, he thrives, and he does so without apology. A detached man is not lonely. He is fully present in his own life. He enjoys his company, his power, his peace. He no longer chases because he has become the source. He doesn't need external validation. He is whole. His presence commands attention effortlessly. Women notice. Men respect him. The world senses it. He doesn't perform. He embodies power. A detached man walks into every situation differently. He is not there to be liked or chosen. He is there to observe, command, and shift energy without saying a word. His presence alone influences outcomes. Why? Because he no longer needs anyone's approval. He is complete. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't beg. He doesn't react. He leads silently. True detachment reveals everything. The second he goes silent, he sees who stays and who leaves. The second he stops forcing connections, he sees who truly belongs in his world. Detachment is not cold. It is clarity. It is focus. It is discipline. It filters his life of chaos and distraction, leaving only truth, respect, and aligned energy. Every man who walks away with dignity teaches the world a lesson. Power lies in restraint, in self-respect, in knowing when to let go. Women, opportunities, friendships, they respond not to chasing, but to presence. The man who mastered detachment is no longer part of the chaos. He has become the calm. He has become the standard, and the world bends toward him. So stop begging for attention. Stop clinging to the past. Stop over-explaining yourself. Detach. Let your silence speak. Let your actions carry weight. Let your presence dominate space. When you do this, the world begins chasing you, not because you demand it, but because your energy became rare, true, unstoppable. Detachment is not absence. It is mastery. Mastery over desire, over fear, over need. It is the quiet assertion of your worth, the disciplined retreat that makes others realize your value, the calm that creates attraction, the silence that triggers obsession. When a man falls in silence, he rises like a storm unseen. He moves with intention. He embodies his purpose. He radiates strength. And everything love, respect, opportunity follows him. Not because he begged, not because he manipulated, but because he became the man the world cannot ignore. And that, brother, is the power of detachment.